And welcome to the channel. My name is Ed Davis, aka First Amendment Ed, and today I got a pretty good treat for you people. I have a gentleman on the stream with me, Julius Charles Serrano. He is a magnetic mind coach. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let Julius introduce himself and tell you a little bit about himself. Good morning, Julius.
Good morning, Ed. Hello, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank you, Ed. Thank you so much for having me on your channel. I really honor and appreciate what you're doing,
Well, I
like
appreciate
bridging
you
the
coming,
gap.
man.
Yep.
I appreciate
Awesome.
the information you're going to share with us.
Yep. Awesome of you to bridge the gap between the blind and the sighted community. So, my name is Julius. It's very nice to meet you, everybody. I'm a transformational speaker and a magnetic mind coach. So, as a speaker, I deliver talks that educate, entertain, and inspire people. And I do my best to combine 30 years of life experiences with my unique brand of wit and humor to transform people's lives. As Ed has said, I'm also a magnetic mind coach. So I work with people one on one. I help them identify their ultimate goal in life. I help people identify their life purpose. I help them identify where exactly they are, their current reality. And I help them create structure in order for them to move forward from where they are to where they want to be. So that's me.
All right. So let's get right into it, Julius. Let's tell us what this magnetic mind coach thing is. How does
Yes,
it work?
awesome.
And
Um, the magnetic mind process. It's a revolutionary set of techniques. So let's talk. In order for me to tell you what magnetic mind coach, what what exactly I do, let's talk about the magnetic mind principle. So to put it very briefly, Ed and everybody who's watching, the magnetic mind revolves around the concept of your identity. Okay?
mm-hmm.
You have an identity at the moment on your current reality. And when you do have a specific goal in life, that identity needs to be exactly similar to where you are as well as where you want to be. But the challenge of us as humans is that usually when we have a specific goal, we would think that our identity would be different compared to our identity in our current reality. With me so far?
Yes.
And the challenge there is the identity, as with any other life force, wants to survive. And in order for us to achieve our goals, the current identity needs to either shift, change completely, or die. I mean, not a literal death, but in order for us to achieve our goals, our identity needs to die. So that's where the challenge is. That's where you find people who take action to move towards their goal and then they oscillate. They they self-sabotage themselves. You have people who want to take action, who are clear about what they want to do, who start the year very motivated. And then on the second, third, fourth week of the year, they revert back to their old ways. They stop whatever it is that they're doing to move themselves forward. So that's where the magnetic method comes in. I help people create their own new identity, one that is the one that fits, one that is in alignment to what they want. So we begin by shifting their identity to be in alignment with where they currently are. Because if, for instance, let's cite an example, Ed. If you're currently in an employment role,
Okay.
that's what your identity is. And you would like to this year step into the role of an entrepreneur. Okay, that's what your goal is.
Okay.
You're in an employment role, which is where your identity is built in. However, you would like to step into the entrepreneurial role. I help people um, develop, and I help people basically shift their identity in alignment to that of an entrepreneurial identity, regardless of where they are right now. So, if you're employed, how can we shift your identity? How can we shift your mindset to that of an entrepreneur to move you forward with ease and flow so that you don't oscillate, so that you won't get stuck between moving towards an entrepreneurial role and being stuck going back to your employment identity.
Okay. Just for a minute, I
Mhm.
wanted to acknowledge the people in the chat. We have Blending the Blind
Yep.
Insider that's joining us,
Oh,
as
awesome.
well as Ability Mom of two blogs. She is a
Nice,
channel
nice.
as well. They've
Welcome,
joined us and
everybody.
they've all said hello.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So now, Julius, this process, I mean, when you say, like you say, we divert back to who we are,
Mhm.
I mean, so in essence, we're self-defeating. We're sabotaging ourselves.
Exactly. Yes, we are. We have a
Okay.
goal that we want to achieve, but since our identity wants to remain where we are. Okay, and this is in an unconscious level. You may want to think that you want to achieve your goals. Okay, consciously you want to achieve your goals. You know what you want, but because of the unconscious beliefs that your identity has, you tend to, as you've mentioned, Ed, you tend to self-sabotage. You tend to like defeat yourself. You tend to think of, for one goal that you have, you think of 5 or 10 reasons why it won't work.
So I guess in essence, that would also be in in the category of fear of failing.
Yes, excellent point. Yes, there are a lot of self-sabotaging patterns, and each one of us has our own, depending on the beliefs that our environment or the people around us have instilled. So fear of failure, that's an excellent example, Ed.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now again, how do we overcome that?
Excellent. So the most important thing that you need to do, and you might want to write this down: feel great now. Be grateful now. That's the first important thing. If you, let's say you have um, you have $1,000 in the bank. Could you feel great now? Be grateful for that $1,000. Because here's the thing: even if you have $1 million eventually, if you can't be happy with that $1,000, what makes you think that you will be happy when you have that $1 million? So that's what I want to instill to people in my talks and in my coaching process. Let's find a way for you to feel great now. So if you're an employee, could you feel great now while you're in that role? because positive emotions, great gratitude, inspiration, thankfulness, appreciation, um, joy, these are very um, beautiful and very enabling emotions that would actually prevent you from oscillating and move you forward towards your goal. So that's the first bit. But there, it is a very interesting process. It takes a while, depending on how much time and effort and dedication you put into it.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. I mean, because like right now, I'm playing the lottery. I mean, it's close to $1 billion right now.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. I'm satisfied where I'm at. I'm comfortable. I'm happy.
Yes.
But I just always, think of what I could do with that kind of money. How I
Mhm.
could help so many others.
Awesome. Awesome.
We talked about it a little bit last night. I'd love to start a training center here in Southern California for the blind
Right.
community.
Exactly.
That's of course, beside the things I would do for my family. I'm just
Mm.
thinking of things I would do for my community.
Yes.
So
Yes. Awesome.
uh,
Awesome, Ed. And you mentioned a very interesting point about money. Here's what I've learned in coaching people. Yes, most of us want to have money, want to have six figures, seven figures in our bank account. But if we look deep into that particular need, it is not exactly the money that we want. It is the feelings and emotions that we will have as a result of getting that money and acquiring the things that we want when we have that money. So,
okay,
what I would suggest is, you know, if we could take some time reflecting, quieting the mind and just thinking if or let's use an empowering language when I have that money to do the things that I would like to do. What emotions, what feelings, how would I feel when I have that? How would I feel when I'm finally able to start that organization? What emotions would I feel? How would it look like? How would it feel like? What would the people around me say? And just take that list of emotions and just ask yourself, right now, how do I teach myself to feel these emotions? What are the things there's got to be something that you can do to feel the emotions that you would be feeling once you've achieved it all using that money. What can I do each day to help me feel those emotions? Because emotions are very powerful things. When you consistently have those positive and radiational emotions, you are going to attract opportunities, people, brilliant ideas that would enable you to move forward to attracting the resources that you need.
gotcha. Just for a moment, people in the chat were telling me my voice was sounding a little muffled. I had
Awesome.
switched over to a different
Yep.
microphone. I hope I sound a lot better.
Your voice sounds a little bit low and muffled, Ed.
Okay. Trying to work all these details out. Like I said, this stuff is kind of new with me, so please bear with me a little bit.
Awesome.
Coming up.
But your voice sounds a little bit the volume of your voice sounds a little bit low, Ed. You sound very far from the mic.
I'm trying to bring it up. Is it coming up now? Is that any better?
Hold on.
I don't
Let
think
me
it is.
just
I don't think I think I'm doing it the wrong way.
All good.
Better. Can you hear me?
Um, still, still very low.
Uh, I'm sorry, folks. I don't know what it is, but is that any better?
No.
Oh my. Oh well.
Hey, Ed?
I think I got it. Okay. I can't hear you in the stream though.
Hello, Ed.
There we go. Now I
Can
got you
you hear
back.
me?
Now I
And
can
I'm
hear
also going to turn on my camera back.
you. Okay, you
Fantastic.
got me
Well,
back, right?
yeah, I do. I do. I
And
do.
folks in the
Cheers,
chat,
everybody.
I'm so sorry that I messed it all up, but
It's all good. This is live, man. This is
I
live.
well, I mean, and here again, I mean, you know this as well as I do, Julius.
Mhm.
Technology for these blind folks. I mean, we have to learn these things. I mean, they're not
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this
they're
is live, man. This is live.
right,
So
right, right, right.
anything can happen, you
So
know?
anyway,
Hmm.
but anyway, so where do we leave off, Julius? I mean, I don't want to just
Well, we were talking about, the truth about money, and it's the emotions that we're really after. We don't need the money. We need the emotions that money brings us. So that's where we left off.
so I mean, I mean, on one hand, I agree, but on the other side, I want to say
Mhm.
that I don't think me wanting to help others is an emotional thing.
Mhm.
I mean,
Interesting. Yes. If
and of
we
course,
take a
that's
look,
just me.
yes, yeah, no, no, no. That's perfectly. That's a perfectly valid, excellent point. But if we look deeply, the need to help people, we want to do that because we want to feel a specific emotion when that happens. Because when we ask people, why do you want to help people? How about you, Ed? Why do you want to help people?
Because they need it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lack of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, and down in my heart, yeah, I want to bring joy to myself and bring joy to
Mm.
others.
Yes, yes. Excellent and excellent. And yeah, you raised a valid point about, because people need it. But if we look deep within ourselves, there's always an internal emotion that we're looking for. And that's what we need to be able to be in alignment with in order
So
for us.
ultimately, it's
Yeah,
about bringing myself some gratification.
it's the exact emotion. Gratification could be one of them. Joy is another common emotion. Fulfillment is another common emotion. Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, and we probably covered this, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself.
Mhm.
How do we block ourselves from self sabotage?
Excellent question. There are a lot of ways, Ed. And the first thing that we need to do to block ourselves from self sabotage is to find out the belief that is causing that sabotage. One of the common beliefs is, why do you sabotage yourself? For example, why do you procrastinate? The main cause of self sabotage is procrastination. You know what you need to do, you just don't do it. Why is that? One of the main beliefs behind that is, I don't think I'm good enough. If I do this, I don't think I'll be doing a good job. So I'd rather spend time researching on the things that I need to do rather than actually taking action to move me forward. So if
Okay.
we if we identify and shine a light on the beliefs that are causing that self-sabotage, and if we install new beliefs, first we release the beliefs, we acknowledge it, we we express gratitude for those beliefs, because here's the thing, Ed and everybody, those beliefs, those limiting beliefs were there because they served us in some way in the past. Not feeling good enough actually was helpful to you in the past because it prevented you from taking the risk, because you might have experienced something in the past that wasn't very fulfilling, or was caused you to feel a certain emotion that you didn't like.
Right, right, right. So briefly, right here,
Mhm.
are most of these internal or external?
Most of them are internal.
Okay.
Mhm.
So outside influence doesn't play a part?
It does in the beginning. In the beginning, because your beliefs, my beliefs, as well as everybody else's beliefs, were taught to us by people around us, by the
Right.
environment. It
And
just happened.
you also have
Yep.
naysayers, oh no, you can't do that. You'll never be able to accomplish that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's why
exactly.
I asked.
Yeah. And in return, it becomes an internal belief. So it starts from 0 to 4. When you were, when I were, when each of us were very, very young, because and from ages 0 to 4, we don't have anything to protect us. Our minds are wide open. So that's where these beliefs come from the older people, from the people who interacted with us, and it becomes an internal thing because during that time we don't have any way to filter out those beliefs. So it becomes an internal part of us. Now
So
it's
you're
our job
saying, I'm sorry,
as adults. Yeah, go ahead.
so you're saying if we have a lot of negative people around us, eventually their beliefs will become ours?
Exactly. And that's the challenge. And that's not good, that's not bad, that's just how it is. That's why we have content, we have books, a lot of books have been written about it. We have techniques that would help us as adults address these things,
Okay.
because it's something that we can't change.
Well, I mean, according to what you're telling us,
Mhm.
we can change that.
Yes, definitely. And it's something, what I meant was having people who are not exactly very empowering. That is something that we cannot change. Although, we have family members, although our family members could be the most positive people around, when we come to school, we'll encounter different kinds of people, and that's something that we can't prevent. But exactly, excellent point. When we step into that, adulthood, that is something that we can change.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's all basically about the way we start processing thoughts.
Yes, the way we start processing thoughts, the way we program ourselves to have new empowering thoughts and to take action. Thoughts and action, that's the key.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, because I do try to filter out, the naysayers, if you will, and
Hmm.
and I mean, bottom line, I want to pursue what I want to pursue,
Awesome, awesome.
because it feels good to me,
Yes.
I mean, even with this channel, I mean, a lot of folks on YouTube, whatever, I mean, their main goal is to get, monetized, where they can start
Hmm.
earning money and so on and so forth. I
Hmm.
mean, don't get me wrong, that'd be a blessing if it came, but that's not my
Yes.
goal. My
Yes.
goal is to just share information and, try to bridge that gap, which most of my folks that's in the chat with us right now, I mean, their same goal is to, try to bridge that gap between the sighted and the blind world and, create that understanding and, common knowledge about each other so that, I mean, as we were saying the other night on the blending the blind and sighted that, don't run up on me and grab me when you see me walking. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm not lost. I got there on my own. I mean,
Hmm.
But it's mostly a misconception when people see blind people walking around by themselves.
Exactly.
It's like they don't know what they're doing. They're lost. They got to be lost or something like that.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah,
So we,
exactly.
but and I just want to let you know the folks are very understanding. They say we're having a very great conversation. It's interesting. They
Nice,
appreciate it,
nice,
and
nice.
they understand the technical difficulties as well. So,
Yeah, it's live, man. And
yeah,
just my thought. I think what you're doing to bridge the gap between the blind and the sighted community, as well as what the other people on YouTube and on Facebook and other platforms, I think it's a beautiful thing. I think um, the fact that we are able to connect from different continents of the world using this technology, with
right.
using screen readers, using the internet, is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And just so you folks know that Julius is over in New Zealand. It's
Oh yeah.
pretty early in the morning over there, but
Mhm.
he was gracious enough to come on. And actually, it's Saturday over there, so I
Yes.
really appreciate him getting up so early and joining us. So
Mhm. My
uh,
pleasure.
uh, 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 well, anything we didn't cover you'd like to cover, Julius?
Well, any comments from the people? Do you have any questions? I'd be
Let
very
me.
happy to answer any questions, or any questions that you may have, Ed.
I'm going through them right now, Julius, trying to see if we have any
Okay,
questions.
gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah. That's another lady has a nice channel as well. Her channel is I did not see that coming.
Nice, nice.
Janetta, she has a
Love it.
very nice channel as well.
Mm.
No, I don't see any questions here. So, Jeanette was asking, do you have a channel?
No, I'm on Facebook, but I don't have a YouTube channel at the moment.
Right. And I did put all of your bio stuff in the description. So his
Hmm.
Facebook channel and I'm sorry, yeah, his Facebook and profile and all that stuff is in there.
Uh-huh.
Information on how to reach Julius.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, no, this is very interesting, man. I mean, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, I probably want to talk to you more on this
Hmm.
level because, I mean, here again, I do have a lot of things that I run through my head that I want to do and I don't always follow through on.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm like with this channel, I'm determined.
Yes.
I mean, I had it for a little while. I put up a few videos and I hem hawed and procrastinated and I made it up in my head that I said, you know
Hmm.
what? Starting the first of the year, I'm gonna start off with making sure I do at least one show a week.
Hmm.
Even though in my head I have, several concepts for different types of shows.
Hmm.
I figured I had to start somewhere, and I'm continuing to stick to that one a week right now. As I
Hmm.
try to line up more interesting content and bring more stuff to the channel. So you
Awesome.
know,
Awesome. Awesome.
uh,
And when it comes to procrastination, and as you've mentioned, hem hawing, that's an interesting, that's an interesting verb right there. You said hem haw, right? You started to, you started the year, and then you procrastinated. What I would suggest, as well as for everybody who procrastinates, one of the easiest things for us to do is to set ourselves up to win. This means, let's take exercising as an example, and you can
right,
actually apply it to your YouTube channel, or your the equipment that you're using. While you are motivated, the night before you wake up early to exercise, make sure that your equipment is right beside your bed. Because if it is 20 seconds away from your bed and you have to stand up and get your equipment out of the closet and arrange it, there are going to be times when you're not motivated to do so. So if you could put if you could set yourself up to win every morning, just put your exercise clothes, your gym equipment right beside your bed. When you roll out of bed, there they are, and you can just carry them. So it's all about helping you, um, setting your environment to help you out, to make it easier for you to do the things that you want to do consistently.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. And you can actually apply it to your YouTube channel video schedule, being able
Right.
to
Well,
set up your environment.
hopefully nobody can see it on the channel, but my desk and so-called studio is in my bedroom.
Hmm. That's all good.
So I
That's
get
all
out of
good.
the bed, I walk 2 steps, and I'm sitting at my desk, and I can get started. So,
Mm, mm, mm.
that's basically what I did this morning. I got up, went got my coffee, came back in, set up for this show.
Nice.
Sent you your link, and then I had plenty of time to pursue the other things I need to get done before
Yes.
our show came on, as well as join in with my other daily stuff, blending the
Hmm.
blind and sighted. I'm there daily.
Nice.
And by the way, Lori from Blending says you are a true team player.
Awesome.
It must be the way you stuck in with all my technical difficulties, but
Nice. Again,
we're
it's
gonna.
live, man. It's live. Anything can happen when it's live. Mhm.
Okay, Lori says it's always good to know these kind of things. She's a procrastinator and whatever, so
Mhm.
she's really liking this.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, she says it's awesome that you came and talked about your interests.
Mhm.
Okay, that's Jeanette is complimenting Lori on being smart. We keep have to tell her that she sometimes calls herself an airhead, but we love
Mhm.
her and she's actually a very smart woman.
Mm.
Okay, that's all we have right now. So, but man, Julius, I really appreciate this, man. This is a very very interesting topic.
Awesome.
I mean, I mean, are you working with people right now? Do you have a specific
Mm.
criteria of people that you work with, or you available to people that just need that kind of help?
Awesome. Excellent question, Ed. The specific people that I serve are IT professionals in their 30s and their 40s. Why did I choose this group? Because I'm one of them. I'm an IT professional. I'm in my 30s, and I know all the adversities, the the challenges, the stress, the difficulties that IT professionals experience. So IT professionals include web developers, web designers, software developers, and IT consultants. Does that mean that I don't help other people outside this group? It basically means that's the group that I focus on, but I can help anybody. I will help anybody who is open enough to be coached.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Well, you might have to add YouTube content creators to that list.
Awesome, awesome. And if you have any other, because I also want to share an invitation to everybody. My gift, I give to everybody. But if you have any other questions, I'd be very happy to share my thoughts on it.
Well,
It's been a huge pleasure, Ed. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate everybody who's commenting. To Lori and to
yeah,
Jeanette. Is that
yes, we have Lori, Bob, Jeanette, and
Bob? Yep.
Leah.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Leah. Awesome,
You know,
awesome. Thank you for
each of
for
those have their
supporting.
own channel. Bob has a
Awesome.
channel. His is Blind Dad Life.
Nice, nice.
He's a single parent of two young sons, and
Mm. Nice to meet
uh,
you, everybody.
of course, and like I said, they're just a remarkable group of people. We all
Mm.
hang out daily and
Awesome.
talk about a lot of good stuff. So,
Mm.
yeah. So, so the information that I have in the description is how people could reach you.
Yes. And
Okay.
um, for people who resonate with my message and who think that what I do can actually help them, I have an invitation. I would like to invite you to book a one-on-one success discovery conversation with me. Now, in that conversation, everybody will do three things. We're going to identify your true goal, what it is that you really want. We're going to identify where you are right now, your
As
current
far as
reality.
pursuing that goal.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Where you are right now, realistically, where you are right now. And then the third one, we're going to develop a roadmap, a set of actionable items that will help you to get from where you are to where you want to be, all in one action packed 30 minutes. So, the bit.ly link to book the success discovery session is complimentary. It's my gift to everybody. It's my gift to everybody, for spending your time. Everybody, your time is your most valuable resource. And I believe Ed and I are very grateful that you spent your time with us this
Most
morning,
definitely.
afternoon, or evening. And if you're watching the replay, this invitation extends to you as well. Everybody watching this, the link to book that success discovery session is bit.ly/success discovery. Small letters, one word.
Oh my goodness.
bit.ly/success discovery.
You know
I'd be
what? I'm gonna
very
put
happy
that in.
to add that down in the comments. But I'm looking forward to speaking with you.
Okay, give that to me one more time, Julius. I'm gonna put that here in the chat.
It's bit.ly
Okay,
bit.ly,
that's all lowercase.
yes, slash
BILT.
bit bit
Okay,
dot
BIT.
dot
Okay.
ly
Okay.
slash success discovery.
Discovery. Okay.
Yes,
DISCOVERY.
yes. I love those Bitly links because they actually shorten up the. It's a Bitly link. It's a link shortener. It's a URL shortener, and it's very helpful because the regular link that is exceptionally long. So if you have any questions, or if you need me to send you the link, I'd be more than happy to do so.
Yeah, if you send it to me, Julius, I'll make sure that it gets, into also the description as well on this, and
Fantastic.
and then
Will
share it
do.
around.
Hmm.
I mean, because it's very interesting. I mean, again, I would definitely like to. Maybe I'll take advantage of it myself, and you can help me figure out,
Sounds good. Sounds
where
good.
I'm at and what I need to do to get to where I want to go.
Mhm.
So I
Sounds
really
good.
appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And
Mhm.
man, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and as they say, don't forget to ring that notification bell. That way, you get notifications of future shows that's coming up. And again, Julius, I want to thank you so very much, my brother. I appreciate you, and just know you have a platform here anytime you want to use it, my brother.
Thank you very much, Ed. Thank you very much, everybody. It's my pleasure.
Okay, let me get up here and find this button so we can. Okay, I finally found it. That's not too bad. So again, everybody, I appreciate you stopping in, Julius. I appreciate you, my brother, and we'll talk again real soon. And I'm going to end this right now. All right, you guys have a great day.